K Morning Show, streaming daily 9 a.m. radioonfire.com. Now, Radio on Fire will be broadcasting live from the 8th Annual African American Authors and Empowerment Expo, going down Saturday, October the 7th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Morgan State University. Free admission and fun for the whole family. Visit aaexpo.ning.com for more details on that. So that's an exciting thing. A lot of authors. You can get to meet authors, take pictures, get books signed, all that kind of stuff. And if you want to become an author, they have a lot of workshops for people that are trying to find out more information about how to write a book and how to pitch a book and things like that. Also, if you want to catch up on any of our programs, visit radioonfire.com, click radio shows, and then just click the picture of the show that you're trying to see the past episodes of. You can do that all on radioonfire.com. So, a little entertainment stuff. Karrueche. If you know who Karrueche Tran is, she is so she's the ex-girlfriend of Chris Brown, and she's the current girlfriend of Migos frontman. Yeah, y'all know who Migos is, right? I think they're probably like the biggest rap group right now. Quavo. It's Quavo's girlfriend. I'm sure that Chris Brown is not happy about that. I mean, but what can he do? You know what I mean? So anyway, Karrueche posts some pictures online. She's in a bathing suit. So she's a little on the slim side. She's not, so she has a natural body. That's for people that like natural bodies. Everybody may not like a natural body, but Karrueche has a natural body. So she's slim. She's got like a slim butt and like a slim body. And I think she looks completely fine. But some people, you know how internet is. So internet, you know what I mean, kind of go crazy. They were throwing a lot of what do they call it? When you throw something up. Shade. They were throwing shade. So see, I don't get shade because I wear sunglasses. It missed me with the bullshit, but it hit Karrueche. And so she like clapped back. And so she posts this photo online. She's in a bikini. And so she's on some show called Claws. Have you seen that? Claws? Not my style. But for those that watch Claws. So anyway, she posts this picture. She's in this bikini. As I said, she has a slim butt. Have you seen, I don't know if you know what this is, but so you can have a fat slim butt. Did you know that? It's yes. No, it can happen. So like it's so you can have just a regular slim butt, and then you can have a fat slim butt. So technically her butt is slim, but it's like, you know, it's like, I don't know, it's shapely. It's like the kind of butt like R. Kelly would like. Okay, but anyway, so Karrueche has that, and so people were just coming at her. I think they liked the bathing suit, but they didn't like her body. I think that her body looked fine. So she decided to, you know, unlike some people, she wanted to come back at them. So she felt that she wanted to say that y'all shame natural bodies, but y'all praise the fake ones. Does that happen? You think people praise fake bodies? Okay, so who has the most notable fake body that you think people praise? Nicki Minaj. Okay, you want to say Nicki Minaj. Okay. Nicki Minaj, who is, people are going to get mad when I say this, and it happens. Nicki Minaj, we can't talk about Nicki Minaj without saying the best female rapper ever. So I'll say Nicki Minaj, the best female rapper ever, does have surgery. I don't think there's anything wrong with surgery. You want to have surgery? Fine. I don't think you need to OD on the surgery. You know what I mean? You don't need to. Who was that? Who was the girl, lady, woman? She might even be deceased now, but she had like a lot of stuff done to her lips. You know what I mean? Like a white girl. Yes. Yes. You remember her? You know what I mean? She OD'd off of it. Like, she did too much. Yeah, but of course, Nicki Minaj is the best female rapper ever. She does not OD on surgery. She don't K Michelle her butt. Her butt's not like K Michelle's butt. I think she has a nice butt. Now, sometimes you can need surgery and you can just enhance your natural beauty, right? So I don't think Nicki did too much. Is there somebody? Kim Kardashian, she had work done, right? Did she do too much? She might have did too much of the butt. Yeah, but I think that everybody looks good. So have you seen? I've seen this, and I know you probably don't judge women, but I do. So have you seen like a big girl who's shapely? You've seen that? I've seen that, and it's nice. So I mean, I think there big women are nice. I think that skinny women are nice. I think that medium-sized women are nice. Just women in general. Sometimes other women are the ones who are hating though. I don't think that these were like a lot of guys coming at Karrueche. So she just said that constant judgment makes it hard for people to love and accept themselves, and that is wrong. And so she wanted to put that out there because there's some people that don't have the confidence level that she has, and all that kind of stuff. And of course, Quavo came to her defense. She also said this, which I really like this, and I think that people need to do this more on social media. She said, Karrueche, that is, if you don't like what you see, then keep it pushing, right? Keep scrolling. You don't have to stop. If you don't like something, it takes time for you to comment on something, type something up. If I don't like something, I just don't look. Sometimes if I keep seeing stuff from people that I don't like, I just unfollow them. That's all you gotta do. But so that's how I feel about that. Fake, real versus fake. So you can see somebody sometimes because God doesn't give you everything. So you can have a girl that has a big butt, little chest. That's fine. Or it's flipped the other way. Or they're just regular. And everybody doesn't like all that. Everybody doesn't like all that chest. Everybody don't like ass. Some people do, some people don't. But I think it's good that Karrueche is natural and she's standing up for natural women and all that kind of good stuff. So I also want to say this, that shifting gears for a second. Blake Griffin. Do you know who Blake Griffin is? No? You don't know who Blake Griffin is? No? Kendall Jenner. You know who that is? Okay. You don't know who Blake Griffin is. Okay. So Blake Griffin is I can't believe you don't know who Blake Griffin is. Blake Griffin used to date somebody that is close to Kendall. And maybe you need to see a picture of him. Maybe that's it. So if I show you a picture of him, that may refresh your memory. So for people that do not know, he is an athlete. And do you know this guy, this gentleman here? Yes, it is. It is Kim's ex-husband. Now, who is this Jenner girl to Kim? I'm trying to see. She's a do you know who she is? Sister. Okay, so it is being reported that Kendall has been seen repeatedly late at night in Hollywood, coming out of establishments, clubs that is, after hours, with Blake Griffin. Now, this is the ex, not even ex-boyfriend. This is the ex-husband of older sister, who we spoke of earlier, Kim Kardashian. So, I mean, I don't understand that. So Blake has a new child he had like in the last fall. So he apparently is banging out Kendall's back, or he's plotting to bang out Kendall's back, because why would he be coming out of clubs with her? Not just one time, more than once. What do you think? Is this shady, or is he just hanging out with her? She's like a sister to me. It's kind of weird, but if you remember, Kendall we thought was in a relationship with ASAP Rocky. He was feeling her slim butt. She has a slim butt also. So, as I said, they're seen together. It looks like the beginning of a new romance is what a lot of people are saying. And they said they weren't all over each other, but they were inseparable. Now, so that has me thinking, is it wrong for this young girl to be hanging out with presumed to be dating her ex-husband. Is that wrong? Wrong. Why? They're not together no more. She's with Kanye. It's her ex-brother-in-law. So I talk about this. I talk about this pretty often. I don't have any brothers. I have 3 sisters. The closest thing that I had to a brother, what is this? 2017. So, about 10 years ago, right? I had a very good friend of mine 10 years ago. I've known him longer than 10 years, but this incident I'm talking about happened 10 years ago. So, a girl who I was dating, here's the thing about the girl. She was cool. It wasn't like I was like, this is my soulmate. It wasn't like that. It was just like she was cool. She was on my list. Everybody, you don't know what a list is? So every guy has a list. Now, unlike me, most guys don't write their list down. I write my list down. Like I have a list, right? It was a list. It's like a list. And here's the thing about the list. This is not the list, by the way. But the thing about the list is that the list, I wrote the list a long time ago. List was in a spiral notebook. And as names were on the list that I needed to cross off, I crossed the names off the list, but I still kept the same list. Like I didn't rewrite the list. Like when list people was off the list, I didn't shorten the list. Like I wanted to see the progress of the list. So I'm in this club downtown Baltimore, and I was just coming back in town from Atlanta. So I'd probably been back for about 6 months. And I saw a girl who was on my list, but her name, there was nothing through her name. She was just a blank name. She was far down the list because it was one of those things. Just like if I ever get a chance, I didn't think it was ever going to happen. Okay, I see her. I'm in the club. I see the girl who's on my list, and so I didn't tell my homeboy like she's on my list, but I saw her. We get to conversing. Now I was seeing somebody at the time. I do want to say that. Now, understandably, this girl had been on my list previously. But now she's off the list, technically, but we were seeing each other. But it wasn't nothing heavy. Like I said, it wasn't nothing heavy. Saw her, we exchanged numbers, we began talking. Now, so, it's in that weird space. So I'm not in a relationship, I'm not committed. I go out with both girls. And me and the girl who was on my list that I saw in the club, we started getting a little closer. Now, my homeboy, he knows everything. He knows about the other girl, and he knows about this girl, right? He, let me say this, is in a relationship, living with somebody, like he's off the market, right? Okay. And like I said, is a close friend, so he knows everything that's going on. So he would always say, yo, you should talk to the other girl, not the girl that I saw in the club. Like, I think y'all make a better couple. So I'm like, all right, cool, that's cool, right? Who asked them, right? But anyway, so I never paid attention to it, but he would say that pretty often. So you fast forward, me and the girl fizzle out after maybe 4 or 5 months, right? It had nothing to do with the fact that her son walked in on us having sex one time. It had nothing to do with that. But her son walked in on us having sex one time. I do want to say that. Very awkward, okay? Plus, she had a cat. I'm allergic to cats. She don't want to get rid of the cat. That had a lot to do with it, too. But the weird thing, I don't want to get sidetracked, but I do want to say this. So we're in the middle of it. She's one of those, I can't lock my door. I didn't lock doors in my house. And I'm just thinking, like, it's probably not a good idea, but whatever. So the boys in the room, he's one of those video game, like, junkies. Like, he's always playing video games. Like, they just slide food to the door. He's, thank you. He's just one of those all the time. All right. So he decides to come out the room. He comes out the room. His mother's bent over the bed. It's very awkward. And then he didn't say anything when he came in the room, right? He just came in the room. Boom. Doors behind me. I hate doors behind me, right? I really should have been on the other side of the bed. Now I'm thinking about it. But anyway, so the bed's here, door's here. He comes in. He doesn't say anything. TV's on. And it's just like, how you feel somebody behind you? And it's just like, I just kind of like, what? Your son's, she's like, boy, get back in your room. It was very awkward, very awkward. But anyway, the relationship went past that. We went past that. But it just fizzled out. And so like, I felt like maybe I'm slipping. Aside from the fact that her son walked in, she started knowing stuff. And I didn't understand why. I think I'm pretty smooth. Contrary to how it may sound, I think I'm pretty smooth. she started knowing stuff. It's just like, I said I was here, you wasn't here, you was there, and this and that. And she would call me at weird times and just, I didn't understand. I said, I don't understand. Like, maybe I'm getting old. You know what I mean? And so he was like, oh, you should, don't even worry about her. Just mess with the other girl, da-da-da-da-da-da. Me and this girl break up. And before I even knew what happened, we broke up. I didn't even understand how I got caught in all this stuff. I don't even understand how I got caught. I still did not understand. Fast forward, we break up. Boom. My homeboy calls me one day. Me and the girl been broke up for probably about 3 months. Says, hey, yo, I saw the girl out. You know what I mean? Saw the girl. So I'm thinking like, okay, yeah, what happened? She's asking about me. She wants me back. He was like, no, she didn't ask about you. So I was like, oh, for real? So he was like, no. So I was like, all right, that's what's up. And so I said, well, what did she say? He was like, no, nothing really. And so, all right, cool. What does she look like? She looked good. Okay, cool. No problem. Boom. The end. Should be the end of the story, but it's not. It's not. That day, that evening, it was Monday, and wrestling night, I'm watching wrestling. His girlfriend calls me. So she says, did you talk to him? And I said, yeah, I talked to him. So she said, did he tell you that he saw your ex? And I said, yeah, he told me. So she said, well, what do you think about that? And I said, I don't think anything. She's my ex. Who cares? And so he said, no, shh. He didn't tell you what happened. So I said, well, what happened? So she said, they went out. And so I said, oh, no, he left that. He didn't tell me that part. So she said, okay. So I opened an email. You know how you leave your email open? He had the email open, and this whole communication with them, like this whole thread came up. And so the whole time that I was with her, he was telling her stuff, which made me feel good, actually, in a weird way, because I felt like, ooh, I wasn't slipping. This nigga ratted me out. Okay, totally different. It lasted for like a second. Then I realized I'm really pissed because he had been, feeding all this information to her, and the girlfriend caught them together and all that kind of stuff. It's this big blow up over the whole thing, and they're married now, by the way. But the thing, here's the full circle thing. Okay, that was my ex. Okay, this is a close friend of mine. The reason why I told y'all the story in depth is because I want to make sure y'all understood. So we were close. I did have an issue with them being together, especially considering that he's the reason why we broke up. But he blamed the whole thing on a girl that I talked to that was an ex of his maybe 5 years before. And so I asked him about this girl, said this is a girl for like his high school sweetheart. I asked him, I said, yo, she's giving me vibes. He was like, yo, it's cool, no problem. But he really did not approve. But he didn't tell me he didn't approve. And since he didn't tell me, I moved forward. Me and her didn't work out. It was a lot of fun. It was a fun summer, but it didn't work out. And so, so that was the thing. So he felt like, well, you did that. And I think he felt like he owed me one and all that. But our friendship did not recover from this. Can sisters recover from her dating him? There's a lot going on out there. Can sisters recover from this? Because we couldn't recover. So I don't know if the Jenner girl dates him, can they recover? What do you think? You don't have any sisters, so you don't know. Can one of your homegirls date an ex of yours and y'all still get through it? It'd be awkward. Awkward. How close they were? Yeah. I think it's probably awkward with me and him. Like I said, it wasn't that heavy. Like I told him, it wasn't about the girl. If he had pulled me up and said, yo, me and the girl, I would have been cool with that. To me, it was about the brotherhood, and he completely broke all laws. To me, I think I did things the right way. I went up to him before anything happened with the other girl. I said, yo, this is a situation. They had probably stopped dating for 10 years. Then this girl stopped dating. He was doing when we were dating. So to me, it was totally different. I felt like I was right, especially he said, if you had to ask me, you knew the answer that it was wrong to do in the first place, which might be true. But such is life. I have seen him out. So I saw him out. What's the thing called? What's on Route 40 across from Applebee's? What's the spot on Route 40 across from Applebee's? What's the name of the spot? It's a restaurant across from Applebee's. It's two of them. They got one on Chayton Avenue. I can't even think of an avenue right now. Loafers, right. So I saw him at Loafers, right? So we're in Loafers, and I see him there. They have a DJ there on certain nights, so we're in there. And it was mad awkward. So we shook hands. We just kind of like talking, whatever, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, you say like, how's the family, that kind of stuff. I don't want to say how's the family because it's like, I fucked your family, you know what I mean? But so it's just like, don't even ask about it, right? All right, so with that being said, we're gonna take a quick break. I got a guest in the building, and if I can't tell people my personal life, I mean, what are we here for? I got to be able to explain to people stuff about me. So as you know, I'm an open book, literally. You're Not the Father on Amazon and everywhere books are sold. But I have no problem talking about stuff that happened in my life because, I mean, it's therapy. It's funny. Sometimes it's sad, depending on. I mean, when I opened the paternity test, sad day. That was a sad day. I can joke about these things now, but I will tell you, around like for the first 3 years after opening paternity test, not a funny thing. Now I can look at it and I can like laugh, but then terrible. But such is life. All right, so we're gonna take a quick break and come back after this. RadioFire.com. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by the upcoming reality show Chase the Dream Baltimore. See a group of fresh, talented artists with personalities as strong as their rhymes navigate through life, love, and the entertainment business. Who will rise to the top while they chase the dream? Visit Facebook.com/Chase the Dream now. Also, let your voice be heard at the 2017 Baltimore Music Awards. Nominations now underway for this 7th annual red carpet event. All Baltimore artists and DJs are eligible. Visit BaltimoreMusicAwards.com to enter your choices before October the 9th. The 3 nominees with the most nominations will move on to the next round. Finalists in every category will be announced Wednesday, October the 11th, live on the Diamond K Morning Show and also BaltimoreMusicAwards.com.